Hey guys, it's Giovanni, and I'm back with another review. And today we are reviewing the Bedouin Foundry's Delireis. This review's been a long time coming. I've been talking about this bag for quite a while now, and I finally had the opportunity to give it a proper review. And one of the reasons it's taken me so long to come up with this review is that I've been pretty content with the bags that I have, and I haven't really been out looking for new bags to get. So what this has allowed me to do is really enjoy what I have. I've had this bag now for multiple months, and now I feel like I have an opportunity to really give a good review about it instead of rushing a review just to get new content out. So I've been using this bag for quite a while now, and it's a little bit different than the other bags that I've had. Yes, it's Bedouin, and I have had multiple Bedouin reviews, but this was kind of an impulse purchase when I got the Barbarossa messenger bag. And one of the reasons it was an impulse purchase was because whenever I go to Europe, I notice that just about everybody wears a Rolltop backpack for the most part. Like, especially the places where I've gone, maybe 60, 70% of people I see have these Rolltop backpacks. So when I saw this on the Bedouin website, I always thought that it was like a beautiful design. And especially with this color, just like the Barbarossa that I had and the Genghis that I had prior to that, it's just a beautiful color because it's like this navy blue. It has this tan vegetable leather. It just the natural canvas. It's just like a really beautiful bag. So let's get into it and see what it is, some of the things that I liked, some of the things that I don't like. So as we notice right off the bat, this bag is a roll top, and there is only one access to the entire thing, and that is through the roll top portion of it. But let's go into some of the materials first. This is made out of 12-ounce Haley Stevenson waxed canvas. It's a wet wax, and one of the beautiful things that you get when you purchase a Bedouin Foundry product is the unboxing experience. I've opened a lot of bags or unboxed a lot of bags over the last 5-6 years, but nothing really compares. So far in my experience, I'm sure that there are other brands out there that have awesome unboxing experiences, but right now, Bedouin does the best one because of how they box it, when they put it in this dust cover that has the gear design on it. And then when you open this bag, the smell that greets you is just so awesome. And I know it's kind of weird to talk about the smell of a bag, but when you open up that box, you get the smell of the wax canvas, you get the smell of the genuine leather, all that stuff mixes together, and then you get the feel of this canvas that just feels warm and cool to the touch. And that's why some people say that when you get a Bedouin bag, it's like the bag has a soul. Like that this bag feels almost alive in a sense. And it's, it's an experience, really. It's what it comes down to. But what makes this special? As you can see, it's a very simple design. It's 21 liters in capacity, and then completely expanded out, I believe it's about 26 liters of capacity. So even though it does have a pretty small footprint, it can expand out quite a bit. So here's the outside of it. So you have this cobra buckle from Austria. You have Haley Stevenson wax canvas. You got this vegetable tan leather. So everything that Bedouin does comes from a European origin. So that's something if that's important to you, then that's something to consider. Expertly done. The stitching is nicely done, as you would expect from a bag of this caliber. So if we go around if we look here at the front, you have the cobra buckle. It opens up, and then you have it unfurls. You have these two pockets. Now these pockets are interesting because they do serve a certain amount of utility, but if the main compartment is packed out, these pockets are going to be very difficult to use. And it's going to be difficult to use anything that isn't pretty flat to begin with. And if you use one pocket, you could pretty much say goodbye to the little front pocket that's here. So you see there's two pockets, there's one here and then one here. But if you use this one like I am, then it doesn't look good. So for instance, let me give you an example. So right here are my Apple AirPods. Right now I have my Ancoats Bag Company utility pouch in there, which actually works pretty perfect for this. If I put this in here, you now have like this weird bulge in the front, and it doesn't look great. I don't like it. So normally if I'm using this one pocket here in the back, I won't use this front pocket. So AirPods, I have my Ancoats Bag Company utility pack, which is awesome. I have a bunch of work stuff in here. I have my Carryology travel capsule with some stuff. I have Skittles, I have pen. I got a bunch of stuff. Oh, my mask, I got a bunch of stuff in here. Really nice. So you have these two pockets here. Kind of difficult to use. Again, you have to pack things flat. Also, it's not protected against the rain. So if wax canvas, you have a roll top, you're thinking weather protection, these pockets are not going to be weather protected. So make sure that if you do put something in there, that it doesn't matter if they get wet. Okay, so basic. This right here is new to this iteration of the bag. Before, this strap would just end naturally, but now they stitched on this piece of leather, which is a small detail, but it adds a level of sophistication to the bag that I really, really like. So good on them for adding this. I believe Lawrence Fry was the one who recommended that change. But anyways, really, really nice. We come here to the back. The straps, for how thin they are, I've worn this bag for a few hours straight and it was fine. You know, not a big deal. I mean, not the most comfortable straps in the world, but really, you shouldn't be wearing this for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. At least not for me. But for a couple hours, this is fine. It has a little bit of padding to it. Very just simple, classy heritage. This isn't a Mystery Ranch for tour harness. This is just heritage, classic design. Then on top here, you have Bedouin Foundry. You have, again, this vegetable tan leather accent. One thing I would love that would take this bag to me like over the top, like, man, this is a must-have, is if they somehow put a handle here so that I could pick it up. If I can get a grab handle here, oh man, that would make a world of difference to me. Because let me show you. Right now, if I wanted to pick up the bag from the top, I would have to do something like this. I would have to grab it from this top strap. And I'm not sure if this is meant to sustain the weight of this bag. So I don't know if the stitching here, which is holding this strap in, or the stitching here is enough to sustain the weight of the bag. Okay, let's go inside. Oh, actually, before we go inside, so how to adjust the straps? Man, again, really classy. It reminds me of like, you know, sailors, like a mariner type of design. So you have this really nice metal D-ring, and then you have again, beautiful leather strap keeper. So again, classic, sophisticated design. Let's go inside. Inside, let me grab the stuff that's in here. I have Air Tech Kit, and that's about it. That's all I had today for that one. And then also my laptop. So this laptop, my Surface Book 2, is about 13.5 inches, and I could barely get it into the laptop sleeve. Like, it fits, but sometimes I feel like I'm stretching it a little bit. So 13.5 is as big as it's going to get in terms of putting it into the laptop sleeve in here. It'll fit fine in the main compartment, but if you want to use that sleeve, you can't go more than 13.5. Okay. Once you get inside the bag, you can see it's deep. It goes all the way in there. And then inside you get like the crank design. You have this, again, this leather that helps you to roll it up. And then the laptop sleeve itself, I don't know if we could see it in the camera, the sleeve itself has a leather trim on it that helps it out. So really, this is this is a hauler. This is just to haul stuff. You know, it's not, there's not a lot of bells and whistles here. Again, it's just classic, sophisticated heritage design. But one thing I will say is the materials are beautiful. I love how the wax interacts with the color of this bag. And I've had this bag now for a few months, and I love the way that it starts to patina, to start having that wear, that look of wear in it. It's just it's really nice. One thing that I do appreciate about Bedouin Foundry bags is that whenever I wear them, I always feel like $1,000,000. I always feel like, yeah, I feel sophisticated. I feel classy. I love it. So I'm gonna put it on so that way you can see what it looks like. This is in its smallest shape. So basically I don't have that much in it. So right now we're maybe looking at 20, this is the 21 liter capacity of it. So let me put it on so you can see what it looks like. So again, I'm 5'7", about 165 pounds, and this is what it looks like. It's pretty small. It looks pretty good. I like it. So one of the things I really like about this bag is that you can, if you unpack it, let's take everything out of it again. If you unpack it, you can actually lay this flat in the luggage, not take up a lot of space, and this could be your day bag when you go somewhere. So we often talk about 1.5 travel. So it's not necessarily one bag travel, but if you have that one big luggage backpack, travel backpack, you can take this maybe rolled up in a way that doesn't take up a lot of space and take this as your day bag. And man, it's so classy. You just you'd fit in Europe so well with this bag. So again, there's a lot to like here. If you like simplicity, sophistication, heritage design, good craftsmanship, good materials, this is the bag for you if this is what you're into. Yes, it's missing a lot of bells and whistles. It's missing a lot of niceties. There's no zippers. There's nothing, no YKK. There's none of the super advanced modern stuff that we tend to talk about in this channel and as a bag enthusiast. But if you just want something that's just going to work and has very few places to fail, this is a great bag for that. The downsides, of course, the things that I didn't like is I wish there was a grab handle in the back. That to me would be huge. Also, the front pocket isn't great. I'm not a big fan of this. There's also some things that you may not like. I know sometimes when I use this bag, I miss having a bottle pocket. I don't know how a bottle pocket would work on this bag. You know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for this size. Maybe it's possible that they've had some prototypes of it, but I don't know. I don't know how a bottle pocket would work here. And also the laptop sleeve could only support about a 13.5 inch laptop. So in the grand scheme of things, there's not a lot to not like about it. There's a lot to like about it. Again, if you are into this design, if you are into heritage, simplicity, sophistication, you know, this is the bag for you. And I love that it's so versatile, right? So 21 liters, pretty small, but you can beef this up to 26. Man, that's a lot. Like one of the use cases I love when I go travel is that I have my day pack with me. And then before going back to my hotel, my Airbnb, whatever, I go to the grocery store and I load up on snacks, food, whatever, and having my backpack be my grocery bag. Yeah, sometimes I take a tote bag with me, like my Ancoats Bag Company tote. But if this is all I'm taking, this would fit a bunch of stuff. This would fit half a gallon of milk. This would fit fruits and vegetables and some other things that are wrapped up. I mean, it works perfectly. So if you're looking for a classic, versatile bag that again is going to last you a long time because of the materials, because of how it looks, it's not going to go out of style. It's not going to be discontinued. This is always going to look awesome on you. So I've worn this with a suit. I've worn this with a button down and a tie, and it always just looks appropriate. This is one of the few backpacks that I've used that I feel comfortable going into my highest end client offices. The Apex is kind of there, the Banach for sure, but this bag is also up there with, this is a classy bag, and I don't mind taking it with me to a high-end client. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will be more than happy to answer them. But give this bag a look. It's the Bedouin Foundry Delireis bag. And I do have a couple other reviews coming up very soon. I have a long trip in October, but after that, hopefully to be getting out more reviews to you guys. So thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, like and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get the reviews as they come in. Again, my philosophy when it comes to reviewing bags, I take my time. I use each bag for at least 3 months, 2-3 months before I put out a review. So none of these things are rushed. It does take time because I want to make sure that I'm giving you the best review possible and looking at different factors as well. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you soon.